Trump just tweeted, if you put your baby father on child support, right? You can't claim income tax.
You can't claim income tax.
He only can.
Only he can.
Did you hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Ladies, when you put your baby father on child support, you no longer can claim your child. Only the father
Is those $80 worth it?
Wow. That's big. But I think it's
10 bands at $80.
Because if he taking care of his child and he doing what he's supposed to do, and you still taking him downtown, and you still can claim the kids on your income tax, only one of y'all can claim
only one of y'all.
Your children.
You can't benefit both of them. You can't get paid
now,
and file child support.
If he paying child support, you can't claim the kids. Only
Give him some of that money back, basically.
I think that's...
You think Trump got a baby mama?
Y'all don't think that's fair?
Okay, so first and foremost, before I get into this video, now, I'm not saying that I'm happy that Trump is our new president. I'm not saying that I'm happy that he is our president. I'm not going to be kissing up to him and do all of this glazing over whoever becomes president. That's not me. But what I will do is give him the benefit of the doubt and just pray for him. Because that's the only thing that I'm going to be doing from now on is watch what he does and pray for him. And that's about it. So let's get into what I saw on Instagram. And shout out to V, who sent me an Instagram DM about child support. Now, a lot of men in this world are suffering from child support. And there's a reason why all of that is about to come to an end. Because if y'all remember in Houston that there's the issue regarding child support and paternity frauds, right? Now, paternity frauds are one of the most controversial things to do to a man, a good man, if you put a baby or try to pin a baby on somebody that you don't know. And if you know him for like 2 to 3 years, or you've been with him for 3 to 4 years, and y'all started having sex and giving birth to children. But when it comes to paternity tests, I think it definitely needs to be mandatory, especially if you're in a situationship. But I think when it comes to paternity tests, it needs to be mandatory at all times, because if you're in a committed relationship, you have to make sure that the child is 100% yours. Because if they try to throw this, oh, don't worry about it, that child is yours no matter what. No. Get that test done and make sure that it is 100% legit yours. Because if you're just going to like roll with it for the next 3 years and thinking that the child is yours until the truth will unveil itself. And so the video that I saw from Instagram about what Donald Trump just did, he stated that if you put him on child support, you cannot claim income. You can't claim a child if you put him on child support. That right there is something that a lot of us should pretty much just sit through when it comes to child support situations. And a lot of baby mothers do this all the time when they put men on child support just because they don't like that individual. And there's a reason why all of that is about to change. Because a lot of men are really sick of it. They're sick of being put on child support. They're sick of being, pretending that the child is theirs when it's the baby mother's fault for how... The point I'm trying to make here is that I think child support should have been dealt with a long time ago. Because if you're just gonna like put a man on child support for something that he didn't do, just because you don't like him, but it's all fun and games until they get that lip back. I'm talking receipts, text message, videos, like evidence to try to prove your case. You can't claim a child if you put the man on child support. And you cannot claim your income because you're not really spending the money on the child. You're spending the money on yourself. Buying wigs, fake nails, BBLs. It's like, who is it for then? If you put him on child support, the father gets full custody. So that means that you cannot put him on child support if he has full custody or he has the kid. That means that the dad is going to end up doing the best he can to raise him, put him in school, teach him a lot of good things about life before he gets older. And I think that all of that is about to change, according to Donald Trump. And like I said, I'm not saying that I like what he did. I'm not saying that I'm happy that he did this. But I'm saying that all we can do is just sit and watch what he does. And I think that right there might be the first step to seeing him do some good. So at the end of the day, I will always say paternity test needs to be mandatory in all times. And paternity fraud, it needs to be dealt with because a lot of women be getting away with it too much. And it needs to stop because it's hurting a lot of men out here. I will bet you the feminists will have a problem with this. It's okay for a woman to put a man on child support for no reason to collect that child support check on themselves. But it's not okay for a man to put a woman on child support. And every feminist is going to complain and say a man should always pay child support no matter what. That's a man's job. But if you're not doing good, if you're not doing right by your child, by your family, yes, of course you're going to be put on child support. That is a valid reason. But if you're going to put him on child support just because you don't like him, it's just insane to me. And that's why the dads will always end up having full custody. Because like I said, like he said, you can't put a man on child support and then claim income and claim the child. You can't make this up, and it's not a joke. So, in my humble opinion, I really do think that DNA test needs to be mandatory. And child support needs to end. Especially when the child gets older once they turn 18. That should be done. You don't have to keep paying child support when they turn older, when they get older. So that's just my thoughts on this whole thing. And like I said, only time will tell if this is actually going to happen soon. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below.